In the world of K-pop, there is no shortage of comebacks promoted as historic. But for Big Bang, history is not a marketing slogan, it is something they helped create. On June 15, YG Entertainment officially unveiled ticketing details for Big Bang 2026 World Tour in Goyang with Coupang Play, a global tour celebrating the group's 20th anniversary. A simple announcement about ticket sales was enough to send social media into a frenzy across South Korea, Japan, China, and countless other markets worldwide. Yet the most significant story is not hidden in the dates or the numbers. Behind a tour spanning 18 cities and 31 performances lies something much bigger. Big Bang is selling something no other group can truly replicate, the collective memories of an entire generation. From idols to cultural icons. When Big Bang debuted in 2006, K-pop was still searching for ways to establish itself on the global stage. 2 decades later, K-pop has become one of the world's most influential music industries. Ironically, many still view Big Bang as the benchmark against which newer generations are measured. The group's legacy extends far beyond hit songs. Before Big Bang, idols were often defined by polished perfection. After Big Bang, artists began to be judged by their creativity, individuality, songwriting, and cultural influence. From Lies and Haru Haru to Fantastic Baby and Bang Bang Bang, each song represented more than commercial success. These tracks became milestones in the evolution of the Korean wave, helping shape how the world perceived K-pop. That is why this upcoming tour feels different from an ordinary concert series. It is not merely a musical event, it is a reunion between fans and the chapters of their lives that Big Bang helped soundtrack. Why the ticket battle could become one of K-pop's biggest. The Goyang Stadium concerts, scheduled for August 21st to 23rd, will officially launch the world tour. They will also mark Big Bang's first large-scale full-group tour in nearly a decade. 9 years is a long time in the entertainment industry. But rather than weakening demand, the extended absence has created something rare. Many fans who were once teenagers listening to Big Bang in school hallways are now adults with careers, financial stability, and the ability to purchase premium concert experiences. In other words, Big Bang is not just supported by loyal fans, they are supported by an audience that has grown up alongside them. Few artists possess that advantage. When fans are no longer saving lunch money to buy albums but are instead capable of traveling internationally for concerts, the economic power behind a fandom becomes extraordinarily strong. This is why industry observers expect an intense ticketing war. The anticipated sellout is not driven solely by popularity. It is fueled by the purchasing power of a generation that has spent nearly 2 decades growing with the group. The 20th anniversary tour, a test of Big Bang's enduring power. The World Tour will visit 18 cities and feature 31 performances at some of the most iconic stadiums on the planet, including MetLife Stadium, Stade de France, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and Tokyo Dome. The choice of venues reveals the scale of YG Entertainment's ambitions. This is not a nostalgic farewell tour designed exclusively for longtime fans. It is a statement. A declaration that Big Bang still possesses the power to compete on the largest stages in global entertainment. At a time when 4th and 5th generation K-pop acts dominate headlines, Big Bang is stepping into a fascinating challenge. Can a group that debuted 20 years ago still fill some of the world's biggest stadiums? That question has become one of the most closely watched stories in the music industry. If the answer is yes, Big Bang could redefine expectations for the lifespan of K-pop groups. They would prove that an artist's value is not measured solely by new chart-topping releases, but by the legacy accumulated over decades. What fans are really buying isn't a ticket. When ticket sales begin later this month, millions of fans are expected to join the race. But what they are purchasing goes far beyond admission to a concert. They are buying the opportunity to reconnect with memories. A song that once played through an old MP3 player. A music video watched repeatedly on a family computer. A dream, a friendship, a first love, a chapter of youth that seemed endless. 20 years after their debut, Big Bang is no longer simply a music group. They have become part of K-pop's collective memory. And that is precisely why the 2026 World Tour feels so significant. In an entertainment industry obsessed with what is new, Big Bang is demonstrating a rare truth. Some things become more valuable with age. The tour may begin in Goyang. But what is truly being launched is not just a series of concerts across the globe. It is a journey that allows millions of people to revisit the most unforgettable years of their lives, a time when Big Bang was not merely making music, but defining the soundtrack of an entire generation.